Whoever told you that eggs were not for dinner, I don't know who you're talking to, but don't listen to them. Eggs are for dinner. They're one of my favorite things to make for dinner. And today I'm making a really cool version of eggs. It's a frittata, but baked into the frittata are bread cubes, like crunchy crouton-y cubes. In the kitchen, we've been calling it a fristrata. We made that word up, but really it's just a fantastic, over-the-top, delicious frittata. I started off by whisking 10 large eggs. To that, add 1/4 cup of milk. The milk will make the mixture a little bit lighter and fluffier when it's cooking. You can also use water, but I like the richness that milk adds. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. How often do you make eggs for dinner? Please tell me. I want to know that people are eating eggs for dinner because I think they're so great. Put it aside for a sec and then cut up your bread. You can use any kind of plain bread. I like them to be thick, so if you can get the kind you slice yourself, that's great. But you want your bread about 3/4 of an inch thick and then cut it into 3/4 inch pieces. I wouldn't really recommend using the store-bought croutons. They're a little small, they'll just sink in. And what happens with these is they sort of sit on top, and then some of them get nice and soft inside and some of them get crunchy on top. And then no need to serve toast. It's baked inside. It's pretty cool. Over here I have 1 tablespoon of butter that I melted in a non-stick skillet, and I'm gonna cook my bread cubes in this until they're croutons. Should take about 4 minutes total. You turn them every once in a while so all the sides are evenly browned. So spread them out a little bit. Cook them over a medium-high heat, and this skillet is a 10-inch non-stick skillet. We're gonna cook the frittata in this pan too. While the bread is croutoning, you can cut up some mushrooms and scallions for your frittata. I have some scallions here, 6 scallions. The whites you're gonna cook and they're gonna go into the frittata, and the greens you can sprinkle over the top. Just a little bit of the greens. I'm gonna use most of this to go inside my frittata. So it's a mushroom, scallion, and cheddar fristrata, but you can vary this using whatever fillings you like. Use this as a guideline. Keep most of them aside, and the rest will go into the omelet. Then I have 8 ounces of mushrooms. They need to be sliced. Use my lining up method. These are already wiped dry. Straight down the line, the mushroom line. Once you've done that, you're probably gonna wanna turn your croutons over and get ready to start cooking your omelet. All right, get these out of the skillet. It should be nice and crunchy by now. And then add another tablespoon of butter to your pan. Add your mushrooms and saute them. Just want them to get soft. I like to cook my mushrooms on high heat because it goes quickly. Some people are a little afraid of high heat. With frittatas, as with all omelets, you want all of your fillings to be pre-cooked. So they're a great thing to make ahead because you can prep all your, whatever it is you're making. When you want to make caramelized onions, you want to make mushrooms, whatever it is, cook it all up and then at the last minute throw it together. When the mushrooms have released their liquid and then the liquid has evaporated, which is what's happening now, you can add your scallions, the whites and the light green parts, reserving some of the greens for garnish. Reduce your heat to medium. Just cook until the scallions soften just a little bit, and then it's time to add the egg. Mushrooms are so fantastic, don't you think? I love them. Add your eggs. I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees, and I'm gonna cook this in the oven. But what I'd like to do is start off on top of the stove, stirring just a little bit to sort of create some curds and fluffiness before the frittata goes into the oven. That way it puffs up even more. It sort of souffles in there a little bit. I cook it for about 2 minutes on top of the stove, maybe 3, depends. You don't want it completely set when you add your bread cubes, otherwise they'll just sit on top. So it definitely needs to still be a little bit soft. I would say this is about halfway cooked. That's about the right time to add your bread cubes. Put your croutons back on top. Press them into the soft egg mixture, putting some down in and some on top. Sprinkle half a cup of grated cheddar cheese, or any cheese of your liking. Gruyere would be fantastic here, I think. Place the frittata in the oven until it's completely set and puffed up. That can take anywhere from 5 to even 12 minutes, depending on how much you cook it on top of the stove. The cool thing about taking a frittata out of the oven is looking at how beautiful and puffed it gets. Everything should be set, should be a little bit puffed. Sprinkle a little bit of scallion over the top and bring it straight to the table right in this pan because you don't want to lose any of the fantastic presentation. Super delicious, a fristrata for dinner tonight. I just think this is really fun and really clever. I hope you guys try it and check out 3 more eggs for dinner recipes in our October issue. It's free online and on the iPad. Eggs for dinner, why not? I'm not gonna say I'm brilliant, but it was a really good idea. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.